Alright, let's do a pack 1 pick 1 with the Strixhaven pack we opened the other day. Right off the bat we have Stormbound Mentor, 3 mana 3/3. Whether or not that ability triggers, it's still a 3 mana 3/3, which is pretty good. It's not bad. And like when you exile something or return something to your hand from the graveyard, you scry 1. Pretty useful, especially in red-white. Yeah, Lorehold, pretty cool. The value package it has. Spectacle Mage, a Flying Drake, or 3 mana 2/2 flying, and makes your spells cost 1 less if it costs 5 or more. It's not bad. This is what Prismari wants, so staple if you're in those colors. Probably not first pickable. Ogier Battle Seer, 5 mana 3/4 haste scry 1. You can jam with it, or you can scry 1 right away. Not too much a fan of this card, just because 5 mana for 3/4 doesn't feel too powerful, but it fits in Prismari. You'll play it if you need to. Burying Books, this is pretty good removal, especially if you can have it cost 3 if it's an attacking creature. But even at 5 mana and instant, this is pretty good removal, because it tucks in the deck, and it's basically 1-for-1 at that point. Leech Fanatic, 2 mana 2/2 lifelink on your turn. I think this is supposed to be a Silver Quill card, but it probably fits better than the Witherbloom decks. But 2 mana 2/2, not too much to write home about, but decent otherwise. Star Pupil basically has modular. There's probably not too many ways to put +1/+1 counters on it as is, so probably just the one on itself. Okay in aggressive decks, but not too much a fan of it. Heated Debate, great removal card, can't be countered, which is pretty annoying, especially for Ward. Yeah, dealing 4 damage. A lot of creatures, the biggest thing it is 4 toughness, so this deals with a lot of things. Yeah, I'd probably first pick this one. But let's see, big play, +2/+2, and it leaves a +1/+1 counter. It's okay, although I'm finding that more combat tricks are pretty cool, especially if you have enough Magecraft cards to trigger. But yeah, just okay card. Introduction to Prophecy, probably one of the more medium lessons, but if you need it, you need it. Probably not main deckable, but perfect to learn. Mentor's Guidance, yeah, there's just so many clerics, druids, shaman, warlocks, or wizards that you'll more often than not get to copy this. So it's double Magecraft, and it's basically divination, but a little better most of the time. I like this one. Mage Hunter, your average deck is going to be like 10 spells at least, probably, so it's going to be so annoying for your opponent. Even if they like remove it with a spell, they take 1 off of it, so it didn't like totally do nothing. And 4 mana 3/4 is fine, especially in black, so solid card. Zephyr Boots gives flying and the ability to loot. I think there's a lot of board stalls that happen in this format, so Zephyr Boots is surprisingly useful. Being able to loot, it's a little bit of a plus, but more importantly that it gives something flying, and the equip cost isn't too bad either. Strict Proctor is our rare. 2 mana 1/3 flying, spirit, relevant creature type. The tax effect, it'll probably come up every now and then, but I don't like this card that much. I mean, it's good for a rare, or just a card in general, but it's not like a super bomb or anything like that. Stone Rain is our Mystical Archive card. Yeah, no need to play this, but great art. Our foil is an Arrogant Poet. Pretty good for Silver Quill decks, although I think I'm learning that Silver Quill isn't that great in the draft. I mean, they can do okay, but they just don't have much for the long game. Their token is an Inkling. So I think Heated Debate, it's between Heated Debate and Mage Hunter. and between those two, I think I'd rather just have Heated Debate. It's just very solid removal. I mean, you can make a case for burying books, but between like these three, I think it's still Heated Debate as my first pick. So yeah, that's what I would take. Let me know what you guys think.